me make sure we're streaming. We are live. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is we're talking about properties of parabolas. And yesterday we sort of went over this a little bit, but we didn't get real deep into it. So we know that a parabola can either open down or a parabola can open up, right? And that point, that where the parabola changes direction has a name. Does everybody know what that name is? Vertex. Good. So the vertex is the point where it changes direction. It either starts going down or it starts going up, but that's the vertex, right? Now, the vertex is a point, so it's an X and Y, but we actually use H and K to represent the vertex. We use H and K a lot in math to represent special points. Like, remember in a circle, the center was H and K. In a parabola, the vertex is H and K. Okay, now, based on which direction it's going, one of these has a maximum value and the other one has a minimum value. So which one of these has a maximum and which one of these has a minimum? One on the left is the minimum and the one on the right is the maximum. And that is correct because that's as high as that's going to get. It doesn't have a minimum because it has arrows and it keeps going and going and going. This over here, this is its minimum. It's as low as it's going to get. But it doesn't have a maximum because it keeps going and going and going and going, right? Now, the maximum value is whatever the K is. So the maximum is whatever K, right? That's your Y value for your vertex. Well, it's your K, your Y. So your maximum is your Y value. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You said the minimum is the left, the maximum's on. No, I'm saying it backwards now. You said it correctly. You said it right. I don't remember verbatim what you said, but you were right, and I wrote it down correctly.
Well, technically, Miss Martin, well, you could tell him exactly what he said.
I could back it up, and but I'd have to stop the video to rewind the video to look at it.
Stop it! You're telling him what the correct answer is because he said the correct answer. So technically, you're really just telling him the correct answer.
Yes.
No, 'cause I don't even remember what I just said.
Well, you were correct. What, regardless?
No, look, I feel like I got some.
Yeah. Okay. Now we have one more thing we're going to talk about, and then we're just going to do a little bit of graphing. Okay. So the last thing we're going to talk about is the axis of symmetry. I think we mentioned it yesterday. So the axis of symmetry is a line that goes right down the middle of the parabola. Right down the middle like that. Right? And it's a vertical line. I can't spell the word vertical. That's not right. Vertical. Maybe. So it's a vertical line. And anytime you have a vertical line, the equation for a vertical line is x equals whatever your x is, like whatever it's going through. Well, because this axis of symmetry goes through the vertex, then whatever your x value is actually, we call it h, right? So that's going to be a number. So this would be x, this is going to be h over here. Now, I know Jasmine, right now you're going, huh? Like I can see it in your eyes. Like you're like, huh? In a minute when we do an actual problem, it's going to make sense, okay? So let's do an actual problem. So we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, and 4 for a minute. We're going to come back to them tomorrow. But for today, we're going to look at number 5.
What's wrong with the first one?
They're just different. There's nothing wrong with being different. I just don't want to do them today. So on number 5.
Paper? Paper? Do you need paper?
Just take-
Shine, yes or no, do you need paper? Do you need paper is over there. By the pencil.
Okay, so on number 5, we're going to graph the equation, and then we're going to do some stuff that's not on the paper. So we're going to label, or we're going to write down what the vertex is. And then we're going to decide, does it have a maximum or does it have a minimum? And list that, okay? And then we're going to do the axis of symmetry. So we're going to write the equation for the axis of symmetry. So we're going to do these things, okay? Now, yesterday, did I let you guys use a calculator to do the math? I don't think I did. I think I made you...
Y'all do math in the classroom, I don't do it.
Okay,
I just
well,
sit there and wait.
I am going to show you a shortcut, Desmond, that you are going to love. You got your calculator? Everybody got your calculator? So, real quick, I want you to reset your calculator because there's no telling what somebody's got in there. So, do second plus sign, right?
Wait,
Second,
hold on. I don't know how to get off this thing.
second mode.
Laptop plus.
Second mode.
Second mode.
Where's it? What's it on?
It says a bunch of words.
Did you hit second plus sign?
I hit second mode.
Oh, you probably accidentally hit second off.
Oh wait, I did.
Man,
I'm joined into the class because I can't figure out how to do this.
Desmond, are you good or you need help?
She looked lost.
No, my game revolver is like you fixed it. I couldn't get my thing off this X and Y thing. Second mode.
Second mode. That's how you get it off of it. That's why I told you that.
I did.
You didn't.
I did. I swear
Okay,
I did.
so second mode is how you quit things in the calculator. Second mode. Okay, now I want you to reset your calculator. So I want you to hit second and then the plus sign. And you should get this menu.
Wait, what button?
Second plus sign.
What if I get it?
You're fine.
Not press 7 or just
Press 7 because we're going to reset. So press the number 7. And then we're going to press 1 because we want to reset all the realm. And then 2 just confirms that, yes, you want to reset it. And this is the screen you should get.
you said reset?
Mm-hmm.
Press that all RAM or default?
All RAM. How do you not follow what I'm saying when I'm saying it? Like, how do you not follow along in the instant? Like, it takes 1 second to press a button. Where are you at?
I don't know.
I'm recording this, and that made me sound like such a jerk to you.
It's okay, guys. Watching this video, she's not a complete butthead. It's a
Oh.
little slow. Wait, what do I reset?
Mm-hmm.
I clicked the first one. Okay, not 2.
Okay. Yay. All right. So, and then clear it so your screen looks like this, right? Okay, now, I'm telling you right now, you do not have to do this. I'm not requiring you to do this. I'm showing you this to make your lives a little bit easier. Anytime you have an equation and you want to get a bunch of different points for it, instead of doing it by hand, you can use your calculator and let it do all the hard work. So up on the top left of your calculator, there's a button that says y equals. Do you see that?
Oh, wait, I hope you told me this.
I should have. Do y'all see that button y equals up there? Do y'all see it?
Where? Oh, yeah.
Top left. Okay, y'all follow along. Like when I say press the button, press the button. If for some reason you can't find the button, ask me. I'm pointing at them on the screen. I'll show you where it's at, okay? So y equals. It should look like this. Does yours look like this?
No.
What does yours look like?
It has like fractions and stuff on it.
Hit clear. Okay. Now, That
You're
equation.
gonna have to go through it again.
No, stay on mine.
Darn.
I've been on it.
Man, I was really gonna love
Okay.
You really thought I was going to spend it.
This equation right here, we're going to put in our calculator. Do y'all see that X? See the X? On your calculator, do you see the button beside the green button right there? Do y'all see that? See the green button? Go over just a hair and see the button that has an X on it? Right there? Right beside the green button. Okay, click it. Did you get an X on your screen?
No, I got a circle.
What?
How do you get a circle?
Hit clear.
I didn't get a circle this morning.
Jasmine, I'm about to beat you. Like, I'm really gonna beat her. I'm going to beat you. I've got a ruler, a yardstick. I'm just gonna come over there and beat you. I did.
The ruler.
I did. I'm about to beat you. Okay, now, y'all know where the squared button is over here?
Yeah.
Sort of catty corner from the 7. Plug that in. So you got x squared. Then we're going to do minus 2x minus 3. So you've got your equation in, right? Now, what we're going to do is we're not going to look at the graph. We don't care about the graph. We want to look at the table. Do y'all see the word table in blue above the word graph? Do y'all see that? So how do you use things that are in blue?
Second.
So we're going to press second, and then we're going to press the graph button to get the table up. Now notice at the top it says X in the first column and Y 1 in the second column. That means they're saying if X is 0, then Y is negative 3. They're doing the math for you. They're plugging in the value for X and doing all the math and getting out what Y would be. So we can just use these points right here and graph them on our graph. Instead of plugging in X, getting a value for Y. Plugging in X, getting a value for Y. So we've got like 0, negative 3. So 0, negative 3 would be that point right there. Right?
Now you lost.
Huh?
So now you lost me. I got the paper.
1, negative 4, right there. 2, negative 3, right? 3, 0, 4, 5. And then if we need to go back the other direction, like if we need to go these negatives, we can just use our arrow pad, our D-pad, and get these other ones too. Right? Okay, y'all with me so far? Do you have a graph?
Robert?
Do you have a graph?
Graph.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a graph? Did you graph it?
Oh. I'm still looking at this. How do you do that?
How to do what? I mean, use words to describe what you're asking me how I did.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, not right now.
Can I ask a question? What is regression? It says which regression equation best fits this method.
I'll have to show you. You actually do on the calculator, but I'll have to show you how. I can't explain it.
Did you do it on the calculator?
Oh. Okay, so now that we've got this graph, we're going to identify our vertex. So what is the vertex of this graph?
1, -4.
All right? That's our vertex. Does it have a maximum or a minimum? Minimum. What is our minimum value? So remember, that's our Y value. -4. And then we'll do our axis of symmetry. So our axis of symmetry is when we do x equals whatever our y value is on our vertex. So x equals what? 1. X equals 1. I think I said our y value. I meant our x value. So you said what the y value was. It should have been the x value. So it should have been the x value the whole time. X equals. And I think I said y. Okay. That's it. Like, that's the whole thing. That's it. Now, what I do want you to do is, yesterday I gave you those 4 questions to graph. Right? You're supposed to graph the ones on the back. I put a Google Classroom assignment up. I need a picture of those 4 graphs posted. And you have 20 minutes till the end of class. You should be able to get that done. Okay? Okay.